Right. We are live. Welcome back. Hope you guys are doing well. Today we're going to continue talking about the elusive halo effect. And more specifically, we're going to be talking about how this is really going to elevate and make dating way easier instead of something scary and have better and healthier relationships. Plus, how to use it for cash. I'll be talking about how you guys can make money on your phone, even if you are younger or even if you're super old and you're watching this, okay, how you can actually make dough on your phone and how your phone can be an awesome tool when it comes to making cash and then, of course, fixing your dating. So today we got a goal of hitting 950 followers today. Let's see if we can hit that. That would be awesome. And if you have any questions, comments, critiques, or concerns, drop them in the chat. Of course, we're eating while I do this. And quick little shout out to one of my clients who actually just closed their first client. Okay. They are starting a one-on-one dance academy and just 3 days into the program and they've already sold a package to their first client. Super proud of them. And that is my new mirror mentoring, where it's essentially a men's transformation system where I show people not just how to improve their life, but also how to make sure they can rewire their identities and start building real wealth, whether that means getting to a business, living a life where they have absolute freedom, and of course, making more cash and getting into real estate. Okay. So, any point you guys got questions, drop them in the chat. I'll be talking about how dating and making money are essentially the same skill set. So, when it comes to dating and making money, you want to look at this as a skill. Okay. You want to make sure that you understand at least the basics so that when you get to the age where, let's say, maybe you want to start a family, maybe you want to go be serious about making some cash, making some dough, having a business where you have the freedom to travel, you have the freedom to work wherever you want. You could leave a job if they start treating you unfairly, or if craziness happens, you are not stuck in a job. Well, once you master dating and also how to make cash, it's going to unlock the world for you. So, highly similar. They are the exact same skill set. Why? Because all dating is putting your true self out there so that you offer value to someone else. Okay? Same thing with business. It's putting your true self out there so you can solve a problem and offer value. You got to understand the only value that is offered into the world is the solution of problems. Okay. So Charlotte says, hey, monsieur, welcome to the chat. Invite your friends if you want to see them win and understand how money works, how to make some money, and also how this relates to dating because people are interested in that. Now, you gotta understand that there's levels to learning this skill. Okay. When it comes to learning how to essentially date properly, get into healthy relationships, um, and then close better clients, it's the same skill set. And you want to understand where you are in learning this, right? If you're in, let's say, school still, let's say you're like in university or even younger than that, maybe like, you're about to graduate high school or whatever it is, whatever age you are. If you're in school, you need to understand that that is a great marketing tool. What do I mean by that? School is an environment where people already go there and you can actually meet more people. This could be potential clients. These could be people that, maybe you want to date, or it could be people that can lead you to people in the future that you want to date or that you can bring and have more clients. Okay. And the reason I say this is because most people aren't going to be in school forever. Okay. School ends at some point, and then you will no longer have that lead pool. Okay. The moment school ends, the moment you're out of school, see ya, is going to be the moment where you need to have new ways of creating these marketing tools. Okay. We'll talk about that a little bit later. But when it comes to business, when it comes to your dating, you need to have what's called tools, right? pools of people, marketing pools. Essentially, these are groups or places where people gather to be groups so you can constantly meet new people, connect with them, and help solve solutions or solve problems, I should say. Okay. So with school, whether you're studying the same thing, maybe you're in the same class, maybe you're not even in the same class, you're just in the same school, the same building, you can actually meet people a lot easier. And the reason I mention this is because when people get older, I'm like in my 30s, right? So I know people that didn't learn the skill of how to make money, they didn't learn the skill of dating, and now they are screwed. Okay? Why? Because once you leave school, your marketing pool disappears. And now it's up to you to create your own marketing pools. Okay. Meaning, if you are unable to either have what's called a cool hobby, be part of different communities, have something outside of school and outside of work, well, it's going to be very difficult to meet new people. Okay. I'm in my 30s and I've seen people that ignored learning the basics of healthy dating, learn the basics of having the skill set to make money online or to start a simple business. And they are so behind once you get to like your 30s that it honestly scares me, right? Because if you have a job, cool, like you can make some money, but all it takes is one person, maybe your boss, to shut off that income source. And now you are scrambling. Versus once you know how to hunt, and when I mean hunt, I mean hunt for deals, hunt to make money and solve other people's problems, you can get your job taken away and you could just go on your phone, start messaging people, start creating content, start creating ads, start going up to physical businesses and talking to them and then solve their problems and boom, you are getting paid. Okay. Same thing with dating. I run into so many people, especially guys that haven't figured this out by 30 and they are getting wrecked in the dating marketplace because they haven't learned the basics, right? Now, what are these basics? Let's start from the beginning. Business or dating, like I mentioned, you want those dating pools. You want to be able to meet people. You want to be able to walk into any room and just talk to everyone. At first, if you're young, you're still learning this. If you can walk into a room of strangers and talk to one person, depending on your age, that might be a win. Okay. I used to be massively introverted. I'd ask, what are you eating, sir? I'm eating leftovers as I'm leaving this town or the city that I'm in tomorrow. So I got to get rid of all the leftovers. Okay. More kimchi, more rice, more chicken. But think about where you are in this process. How good are your social skills? If your social skills are already good and meeting one new person a day, just chatting with them, right? If you go into a brand new room, brand new place, maybe you haven't met these people, maybe you're going to go to the gym or whatever it is, just being able to talk to one new person, depending on your skills in socializing, that could be a win already. Right? A win doesn't have to always be like make money or go on an awesome date, right? For social skills and making money online, sometimes a win is just realizing where you're at and then doing that first step. And that first step is what's called lead generation, which is a fancy word for are you able to meet someone new, figure out if they're cool, if you're cool, be a good fit as like a friendship, and then see from there. Hey, maybe we'll do business together. Maybe you won't. Maybe this will become more of a romantic relationship if you're into that, or maybe it won't. Okay? But this is a skill set. Because if you can't walk up to someone that you find interesting or that maybe you think you could solve their problems, good luck getting to the next part of how we're going to make cash. Okay, that's lead generation. How can you meet new people, essentially? How does you get better at that? That's going to unlock the next part, which is called lead nurturing. Okay, so you've met someone, you met some new people, cool. You want to put these people somewhere. And this is why I truly believe everyone should take social media seriously in the sense of treat it for what it is. It's a socializing tool. Okay. Yeah, you can make content. Yeah, you can make money online. But the key here is to really connect with people. Okay? What am I doing here with these live streams? I'm trying to connect with you guys. I'm trying to see how I can help you. And if you want to sign up for a course, you want to work with me one on one, awesome. If you don't, that's all good. I'm going to give you free sauce anyway. Okay. But all I'm trying to do is give you guys things that are going to give you an unfair advantage when you go into the real world. And what is that unfair advantage? Your ability to socialize, your ability to identify problems, and then your ability to, oh, we got a follower. Welcome. Thank you. You're awesome. And your ability to make money from this. Okay. So you're able to meet new people. Then what you're gonna do? Let's make sure the language is appropriate. Eh? And then what you're gonna do is once you meet people, you gotta nurture them. Meaning you gotta offer some sort of value. What does that mean? Yo yo, welcome to the chat. Let's try and get to 950 followers. So tell your friends to follow, and I'll give you guys so much sauce. It's going to be crazy. You're going to learn more these 2 months. If you pay attention and actually use this in real life, then you will in the whole year school. We'll see. We'll see. Here in my class, a little different. So, lead nurturing is just offering value. Remember when I said offering value is solving problems, right? Let's go more specific. What are the main problems that people have in today's world? Just super in general. One is they're surrounded by a fake world. A lot of people think social media is all about being fake, right? I don't think so. I think you have an unfair advantage if you can be real on social media, right? And I don't mean just the real version of you, but like the real version of you that is elevated. We'll talk about that a little bit later, right? Because that's going to be key. But people are not surrounded by anything real anymore. Okay. Real connections are actually rare. Two, people are bored. So what's the solution there? We offer entertainment. Okay. I'm not teaching you guys in a boring way. I'm trying not to anyway, right? You see me adding a little bit more enthusiasm in my voice, I'm trying to have fun. I'm doing a little bit of mukbang. Okay. I'm doing things to make this fun and entertaining as much as I can anyway, right? And then the last part is we have people have this need to be surrounded by what's real instead of like fakeness, real connections. They want to have fun, okay? And then they want to be educated. Okay. That's the main parts in social media. Now, anyone, even if you're not a good teacher, you don't have to teach anything, right? But you can be entertaining, right? Especially if you have that in you. Now, the beauty is that you can learn how to be more entertaining. You can study what you find funny. Okay. I love watching stand up comedy because it teaches me how to essentially figure out what's funny, what's not. And I will literally like practice jokes. And if you guys ever notice, like whenever I get evaluated at work, like as a teacher, principals will come in. I literally have a set of jokes that I literally put into my class plan so that I can pull it out. And if you've been in my class multiple times, you'll know, oh, Monsieur's just reusing the same jokes. But if it works, it works. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. All you're doing is creating a situation, creating an environment where people join you, let's say on social media or in your groups. Maybe you're inviting people out. We'll get there. Okay. But the lead nurturing is once you meet new people, you want to show them that you actually live a cool life. Okay. And this is where I find that social media can be an awesome tool if you can be real. Hey, everyone. Hope you guys doing well. If you can be real, because you can offer a sneak peek into your life. Okay. And you can make anything in your life interesting. Right. Today I went to go look for some DJ equipment. Okay. Not the most interesting thing. But while I'm looking at DJ equipment, I'm on the phone and I'm talking to my realtor, trying to organize a deal for real estate. And we're looking at properties on our walk the other day, actually. So with that, oh, Emerson's to get you 1K likes. Let's do it. I appreciate y'all. Get some more followers. We're trying to get to, we're at 920 now, 30 more followers. And we're going to hit that goal. Once we hit, what did I say, 1,000? Yeah, once we hit 1,000 followers, I'm going to do a giveaway. Now, you meet new people, that's generating leads. Get them on Instagram, get their number, whatever it is. I prefer Instagram because you want to be able to share stories. All stories do is it gives people an insight, an inside scoop, a behind the scenes of what it's like to live your life. And you want to show people not just like what you're doing, but make it fun, right? I could easily be like, yeah, I was on the phone with my realtor and we were talking about deals and like super boring. Or I could be like, hey, we're doing a deal. Realtor gave me a call. We dealt with some issues. And now we're going to be actually closing that deal. I send off the document, and we should have just under $100,000 that we'll make before the end of the month. Way more interesting than just saying I was going to do a deal with my. Again, the big reason why I always highlight halo effect and how you speak. Okay, if you can remember one thing, it's not necessarily what you do, but it's how you do it. Right? I'm a DJ. Right? So if you look at some of my videos, I'll be very extra behind the DJ decks. Okay. When I'm just practicing, I'm just making small movements. But you'll see if I ever turn a knob on a DJ deck, I'm not just turning a knob. I'm putting my whole body in the knob and I'm throwing it back. Okay. Um, do I need to do that? No. Is it kind of ridiculous? Do I look like kind of an idiot? But I'm having a blast and I'm having fun? Absolutely. And that's why I do it, because it makes me feel good. Okay. That's one of the secrets. If you can create content, if you could feel good just living the life that you have, because every single one of you has value, every single one of you is awesome deep down, especially if you let that out and just share it with the world, it's going to make you memorable, right? Emerson's asked, can I have something from the giveaway? If you win the giveaway, you can totally have it. Right? Let's get to 1,000 followers, and then we'll give that giveaway. Yeah. So, next step, you get someone's social media. Maybe it's their Snapchat. I use Snapchat too. I've actually raised well over $1 million just on Snapchat. Like I've done $1 million deals just using Snapchat. It's crazy. Anyway, so you meet someone, you get their number, you get their social media. I prefer social media than number. I very rarely give out my number. Reason is I don't want to be bothered. Like if you have my number, we're either really close, or we work together, or you paid me thousands of dollars, or I actually want to like hang out with you. Reason for that is I want to create that filter. I don't want everyone to have access to my number, but I want people that I meet that I think are cool, that I think I can either work with, build some business, maybe I can build their connections. I will connect them with my Instagram, my social media, my TikTok, my Snapchat. From there, I can share stories and then nurture them. I can show them that I'm living a cool life, not in a braggy way, but in a way that's like, I enjoy the life that I live. I would love to give you a sneak peek of that. Here's me doing that, right? This is why anything that I'm doing, if I'm having a blast, I'm recording it. Later on, maybe in the next week, I'll talk to you about how you can structure your videos and photos to make it more halo effect, right? But we don't have to worry about that. So generate leads, you meet people. You nurture the leads, you show them that you actually live a cool, interesting life. You're fun, you're having a blast, you do cool things. You're not just sitting there eating chips and have Doritos all over your chest, Dorito clumps in your mouth. We got Larry Johnson, we got Grayson in the chat. You guys are awesome. Welcome to the chat. Invite your friends into the chat. I'm trying to get to 950 followers on TikTok, and then we're going to get to 1,000. And once we get to 1,000, I'm doing a giveaway. Cool. So now that you have lead generation, you're nurturing them. Next is you want to convert. And all the conversion means is you're turning them from someone who just watches your life, maybe they just met you, don't really know you, to someone that wants to hang out with you, that wants to do business with you. Okay. How do we do this? We invite people out to do cool things. Okay. And some of this group is a little bit younger. One thing that's going to absolutely transform your life, give you so much confidence, and make your life way more awesome, even if you don't have money yet, is the following. Take notes. Seriously. Like this will change your life. Go online and figure out all the cool free things that you can do in your own city. Okay. Once you can find out all the cool free things that you can do in your city, then it doesn't matter if you don't have money. You will always know where to go, where to hang out with people, where to introduce people into cool things in the city. For example, the museum, Manitoba Museum. I believe it's free the first Friday of every month. That could be the Human Rights Museum too. But there are museums that are free, and museums are awesome. You might think, oh, like that's educational. Like, think about how much it costs to put a museum on. It's millions of dollars. And we get access to that for free. I can invite my friends to go check out a museum, and it doesn't even have to, we don't have to stay there that long. They could just check it out whenever it's free that day. Back when we had a zoo, there's a free zoo day. Um, Omens Creek. Okay. I found out about this when I was in high school. It was like this creek, this little park that's like hidden behind Polo Park. This place is awesome. I had no idea. Hey, when I found it, I would start showing people this place. Okay. A lot of my like first dates, I would just take people to Omens Creek. I'd be like, hey, have you ever been to Omens Creek? People would be like, what's that? I'm like, oh, well, let me show you. And I'd show them Omens Creek. Business meetings. Your business meeting doesn't have to be at a fancy restaurant. You can, especially when you're young, you don't have money. That's okay. Bring him to somewhere cool. The Forks is an awesome place to hang out. Um, Back when I wasn't working for 2.5 years, I would go to Polo Park every day at 11 o'clock, 11 a.m. with one of my business partners, and we would just walk there. Okay? You might think, oh, Polo Park, it's lame. Um, if you have that mindset, of course it's going to be lame. But if you find the beauty in going to Polo Park at 11 a.m. when everyone else is working, I'm a pretty young guy, right? I'm like 30, 31, but I'm still pretty young. But not many people my age had the free time to just walk the malls. And you'd be surprised because I was building brand at the time. If I would walk Polo Park at that 11 o'clock to noon time, people would be like, they would see me every day. Workers would see me every day and they'd start asking, like, what do you do for a living? Like, don't you have a job? And I was like, I sell real estate. As a joke sometimes, if I'm out, I tell people I work at McDonald's. Okay. I don't really like to flex the money unless it's to get someone's attention so I can show them that there's proof behind this, right? Like if I'm teaching and I'm gonna tell kids I'm gonna teach them finances, well, I better explain to them and show them how I actually made my money, um, became a millionaire and whatnot. Now, moving forward, I've been studying how a lot of Asians move, like Asia's Asians in Asia when it comes to wealth and stuff, and they're very secretive about it. So moving forward, like, cool, I'm a millionaire, hit that. After that, like, no one's really gonna know what my net worth is anymore. Like moving forward. Okay. Anyway, just something I learned from studying how rich Asians move. Anyway, so conversion. You've met people, they've joined your social media, your Instagram, or Snapchat, whatever it is. You're nurturing them. They're getting to see a little bit of your behind the scenes. Maybe they're getting to see a little bit of your personality. Maybe you're funny. Maybe you're a dancer. Whatever it is, whatever you think is interesting about you, highlight that. Right. And the beauty of being young is you're not in a box yet. Like when you get a little bit older, like I am, like people expect me to still break dance. They expect me, people can expect me to DJ. People can expect me to, stay in teaching, stay in real estate, whatever it is. I'm already put in a certain box, but you could always flip the script. Okay? I never intended to be a DJ. Now I do that stuff. Cool. So conversions is you're going to take the people that are very interested in you. Because not everyone's going to like you. Not everyone's going to be interested in what you do. That's okay. That's the beauty of being human. And the people that are interested in you, you'll notice like patterns, right? You want to develop this pattern recognition. This is why I love math. Okay. Because math is actually very useful in real life. We'll talk about that a little bit later. But if you can notice the patterns, right? Maybe it's the person that's always watching your snap first. Okay, they're always the first one to look. Or if they watch your Instagram stories, they're always up top. Instagram is actually pretty interesting because the people that show up top of your Instagram are people that are like basically creeping you. Okay. If you're going to use this stuff for dating, this gives you a filter of who is already interested in you. Okay? Now, if you're using this to have a business, If you're doing business content, maybe you want to help local businesses get into real estate investing, or you want local businesses, you want to help them make their content. You got Reese saying hi. Yo, what's up? Um, any local businesses that like your stories or look at your Instagram, you can actually chat them up, send them a message, be like, hey, this is what I offer. I want to make content for you. Maybe it's an ice cream shop. Be like, hey, I'll make content for you. I'll make a couple of videos. Just give me some free ice cream. That'd be awesome. Okay. In the beginning, you might have to work for free. That's fine. I work for free for ages. I've taught for free for ages. I mean, I'm teaching for free right now. Now, once you start to have that pattern recognition of who's more interested in your stuff, who's creeping your page, who's liking all your stuff, who's watching your stories, who's watching your stories first, okay, who's really liking those stories, then you'll start seeing these patterns. And then those are the people you invite out. Those are the people that you try to convert, right? You're converting them from someone that's just watching to someone that's actively part of your life. Okay, whether that's a business relationship, whether that's a dating relationship. And the key here is when you invite people out to stuff, it's got to be three things. It's got to be easy to go to and easy to leave. Okay. I'll throw DJ events, even free events. I'll invite people out. Come at any time, leave at any time. Easy. You're not forced to sit there. I'm not inviting people out to a movie where they have to sit through the whole movie and they can't leave. Okay, that's a different type of conversion. Talk about later. The conversion here we're talking about is, again, things that are easy to go to, easy to leave. Welcome, Heart. And you also want it to be something that you're going to go do anyway. Okay. I'm going to go dance practice. I used to do this all the time when I was still in high school. I was going to go dance practice. If I wanted to hang out with a girl, I would just tell her, hey, I have dance practice time. Come hang out. Or not. Your call. Okay. No pressure, right? I'm not making it this big thing like, oh, let's go on a date. Like, no, we're not, like, you don't even know me yet. I don't even know you yet. I'm doing this thing, dance practice. It's free. You can show up. You can not show up. You can show up and stay for an hour. You can show up and stay for 10 minutes, whatever. Okay. No pressure. So again, something that they can leave, they can come to at any point. No pressure. You're doing it anyway. So whether they come or not, I am going to dance practice. Or I'm going to get that coffee. Or I'm going to go get that Slurpee. Or I'm going to go hang out at the park. Okay. I'm going to kick a ball around the park, whatever it is. And then finally, it's got to be something that is actually interesting to you and possibly interesting to them. Okay. Better if it's something where you actually excel at, so they can see you in an area of expertise, is like I like to say, right? So if I'm inviting people to DJ events, okay, they can show up, they can not show up, up to them. Okay. I'm going to be at that DJ event anyway, because I'm playing. And also, because I'm playing, it adds more halo effect. It's like the show is going to be around me. Now, some of you guys don't have events like this, but you can organize it, right? Maybe you and your friends are going to go hang out at the pool. Cool. Come show up or not. We're going to be at the pool. Cool. Or we're going to be playing games and hanging out at the pool. Fun, right? You want to feed people fun. You'd be so surprised how many people are bored out of their minds. Okay. If you can actually just fix boredom, it's a huge problem. Okay. This is why, like, even streams like this exist, right? People have the opportunity to make a living off of streaming. It's because people are bored, right? Movies, entertainment, whatever it is. Now, from there, once you've converted them, let's apply this to business, right? Let's say you want to help local businesses make content. You can make 10 to 20 bucks per video, even if you're like a kid, right? I'll charge 50 to 75 bucks to make a video. But that's because I've been doing this for a while. Even you start doing it for free, that's cool. But I suggest you try, do a couple for free maybe, and then start charging like 10 to 20 bucks per video that you make. Okay? Make a sweet edit about their business. Maybe it's like you having food at their business or whatever it is. But how this works is you connect with the businesses, You generate the leads, you meet with them, you get their contact info, put them on your social media so you can see what you're doing, you can see what they're doing, and then you ask for the conversion. Now, the conversion will be a little bit different. Maybe you're just going to go to that business because you're going anyway. I'm going to get some ice cream anyway. Hey, on the way to your ice cream shop, I'd love to make a video about your ice cream business. Maybe I'd love to even interview you, right? The beauty about interviews is you just create the questions, they make all the content. You'll notice that this is why I love interviews. Because what am I really doing? How much work am I really doing? Not much. I'm making 5 questions, maybe. Out of those 5 questions, I ask the other person the questions, and then they create the content for me. Turn that into a video, edit it a little bit, boom, done. All the conversion is you're asking if you can provide some value or you're asking them to meet up somewhere. Huh? As you do that, that's going to allow you to connect with more people. And as more people you connect with, it becomes what's called a flywheel. Meaning, as you meet more people know about you, you can meet more people. Which more people know about you, you can meet more people. This becomes an opportunity to have more clients, have more people that you can date, let's say. And you just keep doing this flywheel, right? I've actually coached a lot of guys to do this flywheel, and then they'll start with like being unable to get a date a week, and then they'll literally have like 10 dates a week. Okay. And I will, if they're serious, like if they're actually like trying to get married, trying to really figure this out, I will get them to stack multiple dates on the same day. I'll be like, hey, you're going to this coffee shop. We're going to hang out there anyway. If no one shows up, I want you to work on something, go read a book, just hang out there, right? Like you actually want to be there anyway, right? From there, first 30 minutes, you have a date set up. They show up, awesome, cool. Take a walk around. What I do is called a triangulated date, meaning you're not just sticking in the same spot, you're moving to 3 different areas. Okay. So this is where a lot of noobs plan their dates. They just think of staying in one spot. You sit there for like 2 hours, super awkward. You're not even like, you're just sitting there. Okay. As opposed to if you do a triangulated date, a 3 point date. Point A, get some coffee. Point B, walk in a park. Point C, maybe get some ice cream. Or if you don't have money, you gotta do something free, maybe go to the Forks and then back to the coffee place. Okay. And what this does is because you're moving people around at 3 different locations, it gets you walking and it actually builds more of a connection because you're not just sitting there. You ever just sat at one spot and then time just goes by so slowly? Versus if you're moving around, it feels like you've actually known each other for a longer time. Okay. So for the ones that want to use this for dating, it's called a triangulated date, 3 point date. Okay. If you actually want to plan this out ahead of time, this is what I coach a lot of high net worth guys on. Guys like make a lot of money, want to figure this out. You guys get the sauce for free. Now, I personalize it to them. We go a little bit deeper, really figure out like what are the places they actually want to go to. We give them a full on game plan. Okay, cool. If you're getting value out of this, put a W in the chat. If this is helping you out. Hope you're taking notes. Hope you're going to use this to get to the next level. Now, all this is to say that if you master just those 3 things, meeting people, getting them onto your social media so they can start seeing stories, you get used to creating stories that are valuable, that are funny, that show your lifestyle, that show you're actually living a cool life. You know what the secret is to making content where it looks like you're living a cool life? You actually living a cool life, right? Create it. I know some of you guys are young, but make every day an adventure. Like, why not? A lot of you guys are young. You're never going to have time like this ever again. Okay. I have the opportunity to have free time, but it's because I've built wealth, right? Like this summer, my goal is to make 4 times as much money as I would in 1 year, just as a teacher. Okay. That means I'm not just making money. I'm making 4 years worth of free time. Then I can use that free time to go do side quests, to go do cool stuff, to live a life that I actually want to live. Right now, I'm hanging out at my wife's place, right? She's at work right now, but I get to hang out with her. We live in different provinces right now. That's part of the life that we design. Sorry in the chat. Welcome. Hope you're doing well. Cool. I'm gonna keep reading a little bit. If you guys have questions, comments, critiques, or concerns, drop them in the chat or put a W in the chat or invite a friend or follow me if you're not following me already. Because we're trying to get to 950 followers. Once we get to 1,000, I'm doing a giveaway. So you guys want to make sure you stay tuned for that. Because the moment I get to 1,000 followers, I'm announcing that giveaway. Okay? It's gonna be sick. So all this is like this is all systemized, right? Now, if you want to go deeper into this stuff, yeah, there's a ton of stuff online, and I could always help you out if you want this personally. But honestly, TikTok stuff, I'm just doing this to get to the practice of live streaming because I know once TikTok Shop gets into Canada, oh buddy, the game is gonna change. It's gonna be sick. But we don't have TikTok Shop just yet, but it's gonna come. So I want to be ahead of the game and learning this whole streaming on TikTok thing before TikTok Shop becomes a thing. But you can practice and you can master those skills before you get out of school. You will be unstoppable. There'll be nothing in the way of your success. You know? You will literally be unstoppable. You want to make a ton of cash? Go on your phone, chat up a bunch of people, solve their problems. Boom, you're making money. You're making dough. Okay. Finally, want to go on a cool date with someone? Awesome. Go on your social media, start connecting with people, invite them out. You're going to do it anyway. Whether they show up or not, you're going to have a blast. Okay? And from there, grab these steps. Now, there's more to it than just that, and we'll dive that at some point. But I just want to give you guys the basics. Okay? Because a lot of the skills you're going to learn, it's all just the basics. If you master the basics in anything, you will be unstoppable. Ooh, this is getting spicy. Questions, comments, critiques, or concerns? Anything I can help you guys out with? Or what kind of content do you guys want to see? I can just keep going about the halo effect stuff because it is powerful, life changing. But I also want to know what are you guys into? What kind of content you want me to post up? Because I'm going to be going to Calgary this weekend. Hi, this is Chelsea Me. That's hilarious. Larry Johnson. It's so funny. Hope you guys are doing well. Stay blessed. Thanks for jumping on the stream. Everyone smash the like button. Let's try to get to 2,000 likes. Everyone just keep smashing the like button. Smash it up. I don't know what that does, but if you haven't smashed the like button, smash it now, please. Because it motivates me. All those hearts make my heart feel warm. And it makes me more excited to give you guys a sauce. So you guys can live a life that's going to be way more awesome than a life that I had when I was a kid. Because I didn't know this stuff. I was so scared and so socially awkward as a kid that I actually didn't ask any questions until university. I never like raised my hand and answered a question. So if I give you a hard time, it's because I believe in you. And I know you can put yourself in. Yeah. Like the chat. Oh, nice. We're almost at 2,000 likes. Go keep smashing the like button while I eat. Jeez, we can get to 2,000 likes. We're at 1,800 now. Smash the like button. Keep smashing it while I eat. I'm gonna finish my meal here. Oh, we're at 1,859. Oh, 1,900. 100 more. Keep smashing it. Let's go. If you don't follow me yet, hit that follow button. I'm gonna give you guys so much sauce this summer. It's gonna be crazy. Use this stuff. Seriously. If you guys can if someone makes $1,000 and can prove it over the summer, um, send me a message. I wanna give you a prize. Because I know high school, I know university people that can't make $1,000 for their life. We're at 1,911. So keep smashing that like button while I finish eating here. Smash the heart button. One thing too, if you wanna learn how to make money on your phone specifically, and even improve your dating, start doing live streams. No script. Find something you're interested in and just talk about it because you'll see. Called the $1 million mouthpiece. If you can develop $1 million mouthpiece, you're on your way to becoming a millionaire and free in the future. And all $1 million mouthpiece means is they're able to talk about anything and make it sound interesting. Like this banana that I just ripped open. And if you're watching this, hit the like button. I'm trying to get to 2,000 likes before I end the stream. So smash that like button. And the beauty about live streaming is you can practice communicating without actually having to like physically talk to someone, right? Like literally, I'm just talking to a screen right here, but in my head, I'm trying to make it as interesting as if you guys were actually sitting with me. How I talk, how I explain things. Oh, we're one more like from 2,000 likes. Let's go. You guys are awesome. Look at that. I'm gonna take a picture of that. The phone video. Whoops, boom. Look at that. 2,000 likes. Boom. Let's go. You guys are blessed. Seriously, this motivates me to keep doing this stuff. Because, fun story, when I started live streaming, not on TikTok, but just like on Instagram and YouTube and stuff, I would literally be talking to like myself for a full hour and no one would jump in the chat. So at least with you guys giving me like some positive feedback, helps motivate me, helps me want to share some more sauce with you guys. Now, I'm going to give you guys something last here called millionaire math. You know math, you're like, oh, math, we don't want to learn this. Do you guys want to be millionaires and free in the future? I think you do, and I think you deserve to. So, let's do some millionaire math here. All millionaire math is take $1 million. How many different ways, Dad? That's hilarious. Dad, Papa. Sorry. Um, take $1 million. How many different ways can you make $1 million? So, a million. If I sell 1,000 units of $1,000 product, $1,000 product, that is $1 million. I've been getting training from some rich Asians and studying how Asians move in Asia when it comes to money. Um, so all I'm gonna say is I do well. Leave it at that. No one's gonna know my net worth anymore. We don't move like that anymore. When I was younger, sure. But yeah, you became a millionaire by like 28. But anything after that, uh, we'll just leave it at that. I do well. I can take care of I can be the patriarch of my family, meaning I'm the only one in my family that works right now. Now, let's keep cooking. Millionaire math. If you can understand this, you're on your way to making a dough. Okay. So maybe you want to sell a $1 product, $1, oops, $1 product times how much to make a million? Boom. Who's got that answer in that? You're going to sell a $1 product. How many of that do you have to sell to make a million? This is easy. Like, use your brain. Just put it in the chat. It's easy. How much you got to sell? How much you got to sell? I'm not going to continue. Someone gives me the answer. How much units do you got to sell? You got Lakin saying, hello, hello, welcome to the chat. But how many units do you have to sell? If one unit is $1, awesome. Quinto has a chat, has the answer. Awesome, excellent. A plus plus. Okay. How about $100? You got $100 product times how much to make a million? And the reason we do this is because you actually want a strategy. You can learn all the speaking techniques. Um, you can try and fake it till you make it, but the people that know, you can't fake it around them. I can immediately tell how confident someone is based on how they speak, right? Based on how they move their hands when they speak. But it's because I've done this for a long time and I've literally traveled the world to work with the best communication coaches. Um, who's that guy? Jake Paul. Jake Paul worked with the best hypnotist. I've also worked with the same dude. Did I pay him $1 million? No, but Jake Paul did. Um, but I have been hypnotized by this guy. Okay. And you might be like, shit, what does hypnosis have to do with anything? You must hypnotize and brainwash yourself. Look at all the media. Look at all the social media is trying to make you feel insecure about yourself, trying to make you feel like, oh, if you don't have this, if you don't have the Lambo, if you don't have the fancy car, you don't have like a bunch of houses, if you don't have a ton of money, like you're a loser. Okay. I don't want you guys to believe that. Instead, I want you to brainwash yourself that you are awesome because no one that has ever existed or will ever exist is going to be like you. You are a unique individual with unique skills that you can offer to the world that no one else can. It's up to you to discover that. But I truly believe everyone on this planet has a God given talent, a God given mission, a God given something that makes them unique. And that is what you're going to use. Quinto said he's smart as hell. Awesome. Eat off that, right? In fact, one of the funny things is, and I got coached by this. I paid this guy like 5 grand to learn this. You want to be smart in the sense of competent, like you can actually get the job done, but you want to portray yourself as a little bit of an idiot, because you can get away with things. Anyway, we'll go deep on that. Ariel says, Logan, what are you doing here? He's getting the sauce. That's what he's getting. Lakin, he says, I can walk. Yeah, cool. You can also tell how confident someone is based on their walk. Right? Are you walking like all closed, like, oh, I'm scared of the world? Or are you like walking with whole body out? Welcome, this is me. Hey world, I'm here to offer some value. Whoa, we're at almost 5,000 likes. You guys are crazy. We're at 4,400 likes. Smash the like button if you're getting some value out of this. Let's see a breakdance. I was breakdancing today. A little bit. Little basic breakdancing. But no, I'm not going to break dance. I'm not a dancing monkey for you guys. Smash the like button. Hit the like button. Let's get to, boom, 5,000 or 4,600. I'm going to check my messages. Check my snaps. Check my snaps. Check my Snapchat. Oh, my son is texting me. Let's go. What's up, buddy? We're actually organizing a party back home, like in Winnipeg. Like I'm not in Winnipeg right now, but we're actually organizing a party and event. It was part of the marketing committee, and yeah, my son is at the party and he's shooting it. Nice. Oof. We're at 4,954, 50 more. I don't know why I put 10 figures up, but I did. And anytime, if you guys find ways, and I won't get hurt because I'm not a baby. But if you have ways that I can improve my streaming, I'm always here to learn. If you think I'm boring, tell me I'm boring. If you think I suck, tell me I suck. But give me feedback, okay? Don't just tell me I'm boring. Don't just tell me I suck. Tell me how I can get better. Because that's the goal here, to get way better at streaming so I can offer you guys more sauce. More people are going to jump here. We're going to train. We're going to help people get to the next level. And that is the goal. Cool, cool, cool. I'm getting full and I should be going back to work for another, what is it, 2.5? I got another hour and a half. Oh, yeah, I'm always eating. That's what happens when you're always working, or at least get to live a life where I am the work. Gotta eat and make sure my brain works well. Because, yeah, I got another hour and a half of marketing. Or I can stay on for another 30 minutes and then just do 1 hour of marketing. I meant like slaying that way. Slay. I'll give you guys some more sauce. This is going to make you a ton of money. Even though it sounds weird, it's also going to skyrocket your day. It's going to make you way more attractive to whoever would be into you. So remember, not everyone's going to be into you. And that's okay. But you want to find what's called sound bites, or um, essentially words or sayings that make you feel good, that pump up your state, that make you feel awesome. Okay? Example, one of mine is skirt. Okay, I will just randomly say skirt, especially if I'm not having a good mood, or even if I am having a good mood, I'll just be like skirt, and it makes me feel good. It's funny. It's hilarious. I steal a lot of these from kids, right? Like there's one where I just like doing things like that, pump up my mood. And you might be like, Mr. Hilario, like, wouldn't that like make people think you're weird and not want to do deals with you? Okay. Here's the thing about really rich people, and this is what I've noticed by meeting a lot of really rich people, is that most of the time they are so stuck on just being rich that they have a difficult time having fun. I've closed deals where I'm just joking around, having a blast. I was actually coaching one of my students today, coaching one of my adult students on how to essentially get into real estate. And half the time I'm like joking around. Okay. Now I'm giving them real sauce. I'm actually helping them. And we went through the process, but like, I don't want to be bored in a business meeting. I'll joke around with my lawyer. I'll joke around with my accountant. I'll joke around when I'm in like business meetings and stuff. And it just shows that I am free. I am light. You can do the deal with me or not. Bing says, can I get a shout out? Shout out to Bing. Bing. That's hilarious. I'm going to use that now. But yeah, find these little sound bites that pump up your state, make you feel good. Because if you feel good, when you're having a blast, and like you're doing this in a way that like not disrespectful, right? Like don't be in church and then randomly while everyone's playing, be like skirt. Like that's kind of rude, right? But if you're just like hanging out, you're at the park, you're being with some friends, like you're just like think about like DJ Khaled, right? DJ Khaled, all the things that he says is just to make himself feel good. It's just funny, right? Um, what's another one? One of my favorite dance moves. It's the stupidest dance move ever. I just do this. Yeah, Gatorade. Yeah, you can. I say things like that. Like I just think that's funny. That's me being an idiot, having fun. Okay, because I said this yesterday. Was it yesterday? A different stream. I said it that you will never compete with people when it comes to money because there's always someone who has more money. You're never going to compete with someone when it comes to looks because there's someone always with better looks. But if you can have a blast and you can be the one having the most fun in the room, that is your unfair advantage. Everyone can do that. I highly suggest you look into what are the things that you find funny and then tap into that, right? All the random things I say, even like my random dance moves, like I'll just do this as a dance move until someone like actually spins. And you'd be so surprised. Like sometimes I'll do that to like a random person and then they're just like, will spin around. So I'd be like, oh, cool. Like, that's so funny. Like, they just fell under the spell. Mr. Hilario was just casting spells, making people do random spins. Or one thing that I'll do, especially if I'm like this only works if I'm in a really good mood. I'll meet people and instead of having like a boring like conversation about like, hey, how's it going? Or like, look at the weather, super boring. I'll be like, oh, hey, you look like a celebrity. Come here, 2 seconds. Oh no, you're disgusting. Get away from me. Push them away. Oh, just kidding. No, I love you. Like you're awesome. Give me a high five. Oh, high five. Oh, awesome. Do a spin. Spin. Okay, no, we can't be friends. Get out of here. Get out of here. And it fries people's minds because you're like, does this person like me? Does it not like me? Does it like me? Does it not like you? Oh my God, he said he hates me. And you're just giving so much things going on that you just don't know what's happening anymore. Okay. And it's funny. Only do that if you're in a good mood. I've told this to people and clients, and they'll do that when they're not in a good mood, and it just looks super weird. Like it doesn't work. And that's the thing about being authentic. All confidence is you're comfortable with how you feel right now. I can go to work with like zits on my face and be like, "Ugh, I look ugly. I'm not comfortable." Or I can be like, yeah, I got a zit on my face, like whatever. Like, yeah, it hurts. Cool. Way more powerful than trying to fake it. Okay, kids, out of here. Peace. Smash that like button before you go a bunch of times. But yeah, if you find these sound bites, find these things that you find funny, and just have them in your back pocket. Okay. Anytime that I'm out with friends, maybe they haven't, maybe they're not super social. Ariel's got out of here. Okay, peace. Have a good one. Smash that like button before you go. Try to get to 9,000 likes for the end of the stream. But that's going to allow you to be in control of your emotions. If you're in control of your emotions, not the outside world, you will never feel awkward. Because even if you feel awkward, you'll know how to get yourself out of that, or you'll know to just accept it. Do I feel super confident all the time? No, absolutely not. But if I can accept how I feel at the time, that is confidence in itself. Okay. So, last part here, before I go, if you have final questions, comments, critiques, or concerns, maybe you got a business idea you want to try out, maybe you want to give me some feedback, maybe it's something that you learned today, drop it in the chat. Otherwise, keep smashing that like button because Mr. Hilario has got to go shortly. But you guys are awesome. Thank you so much for watching. And if you got value out of that, smash that like button a couple more times. Keep spamming it. Smash, 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 smash. And I'll go in about a couple of minutes to see until everyone leaves, I guess. But before you leave, smash that like button a couple more times. Then we will be able to get to 9,000 likes. Lit, 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 lit. Lit, 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 lit. Boom. All right. Cool, 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 cool. I think I'm done here. You guys are awesome. You guys have been an amazing crowd. I appreciate y'all. Have an awesome evening. Peace.